Hey, good people. Out here on this Sunday evening enjoying this weather downtown. Love it down here. It's getting a little cooler now, though, but it was feeling real good. I like to walk down here on nice days. I just love it down here. It's such a busy place, but it's so peaceful. I don't understand how it does. There be like so many people down here, but it's so peaceful, and I just thank God for that. But I wanted to come and make a video. It's been a while, but I bless God for everyone who continues to encourage me, to uplift me, and keep me in their prayers. I thank God for you all. But today I wanted to make a video, cop a seat. I wanted to make a video about the people who clean their life up and, come to God or don't come to God, but get their life in order, is not in the place they used to be in, not drinking, not smoking, and, they got their kids back in custody and all that other good stuff. And they so forget how people have had patience for them. And now that they got it together, and now that they've realized what their wrongs was, or maybe they haven't, or maybe they just, in a better place and not doing the things that they used to do. And some people are still there. So they tend to forget the patience and the mercy and the grace that God had on them when they were in that place. I've been dealing with situations like that for the past week, though. It seemed like, and today it just became, I was just like, Lord, I'm not understanding how, I tell you I'm not understanding sometimes, but then God had to remind me everybody is like in different places in their life, and that's just what it is. Sometimes I get caught up thinking people say a lot of stuff, but that's not who they really are. Their actions is really telling the truth, and I get it mixed up sometimes. I be like, oh, Christina, the truth is in the actions, but sometimes I want to believe that what people say is true, but I know that it's not. Sometimes I slip up and forget, like, oh Lord, what was I thinking? But I bless God for him, just speaking to me in time of need of things like that, little things like that. It's a situation where I know a female who has a child by someone that I know, and at one point in time they were all running and doing the same stuff. They just had different choices of drugs. They were doing worldly things, and they were addicted to things, and they was not good parents at the time, and things, and so on and so on. It's no judging. I'm just stating facts and telling the story. And now that one of the parties have cleaned up and got custody of a few of their children, it comes off, this person is in a place where she feel like somebody owed her something now, because she got it together, and now the person, that other party of the child father, haven't been delivered or haven't decided to clean up his life. So she feels like, how dare you? You need to be more of a parent, and you need to this, and you need to that. Now, before I give my opinion, my humble opinion, I want y'all to know I am not no way, shape, form, or fashion condoning no man or no woman to not take care of their child. This is the angle that I'm coming from is, how soon have you forgotten that the same mercy, the same grace, the same patience God had with you and your children had with you when you wasn't doing the things and wasn't the mother that you probably could have been, but just not at that time? How dare you bring somebody hurt, harm, or danger because of they done the same thing that you were doing with your own children? My God, I was standing there like, wait a minute, wait one moment. You are the same person who ran with this person, doing the same stuff, just different choices of drugs. Had no good parenting skills at the time. And now that you sobered up, and now that you are clean, and now you attend a church, and I say attend a church because if you're walking with Christ, little things like that won't even bother you. It really won't, because you have no control over how another person moves. And then you also know that nothing happens by accident. God ain't just go to sleep and say, oh shoot, I forgot to make him a father to your child. some of these dudes, like I said probably in a previous video before, it's a blessing that they're not raising these children. You know, you so busy trying to post all these Christian posters and all that, but the things you doing behind the closed doors and the things you sending out ain't Christ-like. And people knows this. So I get addressed because I don't know how I fall into play when I don't have no little kids. My children are grown. So I addressed the situation, and, you know, my husband, he was like, well, Christina, maybe you could have went at it another way. And I'm like, well, then tell me the other way to go. Because I felt like, and what I'm saying, I'm like, how soon and quick have you forgotten? You wasn't always this person, but you wanted people to have mercy on you. You didn't always have all your kids, but you wanted people to have mercy on you. You didn't always get things right as a mama. You brought people around them that they shouldn't been, but you want your kids to forgive you. But you sit there and want something and want to condemn the other parent because they are still who you was. I don't see how is that Christ-like at all. My thing is this. You chose this person as your child's father or mother. You laid up with this person knowing it was babies ahead of yours. So at some point, are you going to take responsibility and say, you know what? I can't really wholeheartedly give it all to him because he couldn't have laid with me if I didn't lay with him. Yes, he should take care of his child, but if he's not a taking child type of nigga, what do you want from him? You're going to spend the rest of your days teaching your baby how to be mad, bitter, and angry because it ain't going your way. Because of a decision that you made. A decision you made. I got 2 baby daddies. Made one rest in peace. And then the other one, he's still alive. I done had him deny my son. I done had him be unfit and all that. But it's not a person that's walking this earth that can tell you that they ever heard me drag this nigga through the dirt. Because I was come to realization, I laid up with him. We were young. When my son used to ask me about him, I used to be like, Chris, we were young. And it was not dismissing nothing that like, oh, I'm giving him excuses. I'm not. I'm really not. And I tell him and I told my son, yes, he should be a better father. Yes, he should have done this. Yes, he should have done that. But what I can't do is make him be something that he's not willing to be. So guess what I had to do? Continue to be the best mother that I can be. At that time, I done the best thing. I knew it would be a waste of my energy to be dwelling on somebody who ain't moving no matter what. I don't have to tell you, nobody had to tell me to do what I had to do for Kristen Montana. It was something that I decided to do. I gave birth to them, they were mine. I decided to do that. Yes, the father's supposed to do his job, but in the case he don't. Am I going to spend years and years bitter and mad because he ain't taking care of his baby? Child support come in. Go put him on child support. Do what you got to do. I don't want no hurt, harm, or danger to happen to my child's father. But I got kids to raise. I ain't got no energy to be talking about you need to this and trying to disrupt all your life and make your world miserable. For what? I laid up with this. The thing about this situation, this person had children prior to yours. Now, you was in a relationship with him. Ain't never seen him have father skills, sweetheart. I say, no, baby. You cannot try to hang this brother because now you sobered up. My God. My God. Oh, my God. So you telling me I guess you gonna get a snake and get mad because it won't turn into a chicken? Like, you really thought the snake wasn't gonna be a snake? Like, it's what it is. Oh, because you laid up and had snake babies. You like, nah, but he's supposed to do... It's what it is. Like, you knew what it was when you got in. Ain't nothing special gonna come. Ain't no... If a man have children prior to the relation that he's in, the situation that he's in, and you have a child with him, and he had 2-3 kids prior to yours, and he's not a father to them, like, are you really believing you about to be the super, you about to be the one that he's just become super dad to? If he stayed with you, it's only because he's in there. You don't have to tell a man to take care of his child. He's going to take care of his children regardless of what. And he's going to fight, he's going to do whatever he have to do. But my thing is, the same way you wanted God to have mercy on you, people to have mercy on you, your kids to forgive you. You have to have that same stuff for people who ain't where you want them to be. You know, my kids ain't probably where I would like them to be, but God had blessed me to tell me, Christina, you wasn't always where your mama may have wanted you to be. So you got to have mercy on them. You have to. And if you don't, my God, don't expect mercy from nobody else. Don't expect somebody to show you grace. Don't expect somebody to have sympathy for you. Don't, because you wasn't always who you are today. You wasn't, and people be, oh my God, she faking. It's no way. No, honey, this is what it looks like to live in your truth. Ain't nobody got to give you my story. I'm already on it because I'm living it. It's something that I've been through. I'm cool with that. I'm not afraid of, oh, I felt this way. Oh, I've dropped the ball there. Who gonna check me? Who haven't dropped the ball? If you stop stressing about images and what Instagram gonna say, all that stuff, girl, bye. But it was just hilarious because I was like, oh my God, she brought it to me like, oh Jesus, my kid's grown. I had an issue with that in the past, extending myself so far, but I was stretching myself in places that I didn't need to be stretched. So if people don't like that, then that's their problem, not Christina's. It's really not. As long as God ain't convicting me over something that I'm not doing right, then I'm good. I'm okay. I sleep good at night. You know, when you have a relationship with Christ, man, the same way you wanted God to have mercy on you for doing all the things that you done, all them no good situations that you introduce your babies to, you want God to forgive you. I don't know why my oldest child acting crazy. You don't. That's not walking in your truth. People come to me all the time, Martina. Oh God, I know where she get it from. She get it from her mama, or she get it from her father, or somebody I had around her that I shouldn't. It's what it is. I did the best that I could do at that time. But when God sobered me up and he moved me out of my darkest place, who am I to go back and be like, oh yeah, baby daddy, you ain't no good. You ain't take care of your child. You ain't this, you ain't that. Who am I? I count it all on joy, seriously, because I'm sitting back like no shots to him. It's a lot of immature things about him. What he was going to teach my son anyway. That's just what it is. And I just pray that anybody who's walking around holding somebody hostage, trying to hold somebody accountable for something that they have done or they are doing, and you are not Jesus yourself, I truly pray that you find somewhere in your heart that you let it go and you have mercy on these people. Pray for them to be a better whatever. It could be a better mother. It could be a better father. It could be a better brother. Pray for them. People be thinking, all that prayer stuff, it do work. It works. It really, really works. I'm telling you, man, we are not in no position, even myself, to come down on anybody for anything, because we all fell short of something. We all done something. We always dropped the ball in some shape, form, or fashion. We did not come out the womb having it together. We did not. So we are not in no position. Okay, here, deadbeat dad. Yes, here, deadbeat dad. But nothing about you tweeting it and calling and trying to make his life a living hell is going to make that better. Nothing about it is going to make it better. Nothing you do negative is going to make it better. And meanwhile, your kids looking at you and how you react to things when it don't go your way. How you don't know this is God's way. God ain't blocking this baby. God ain't just saying, oh, I forgot, I'm asleep. Oh, shoot, I fell asleep. This baby ain't had no father. Sometimes it ain't even all about that. It's a blessing that some of these dudes ain't raising these kids, man. It's a blessing. You know who he is. If you don't, then open your eyes and stop trying to see who you are. Or maybe he is a reflection of you that you may have to still deal with because you sober don't mean nothing. Where your heart at? Where your heart at? Because I'm like, it doesn't matter. He a deadbeat, he a deadbeat. He probably was one before you had a baby by him. I'm just saying. All of it can't go to him. He couldn't have a baby by you if you ain't lay down with him. And that goes for baby mamas too. She anything. If she had, only way you wouldn't have known that if she probably ain't had no kids prior to you and she was faking something the whole time. But if she had babies before you, you had an opportunity to see her mother's skills. You had an opportunity to see her parenting skills. and you still decided to have a baby with her. So she can't get it all. You were there too. Okay, she anything. Okay, she this. Okay, she that. But guess what? That was a choice. You decided to have a baby with her. She couldn't have got your sperm without you. I'm just saying, you got to hold yourself accountable for some stuff and stop trying to force things that ain't supposed to be. If they not taking care of their child, they got a system for that. Child support. All that he come through to stop it, and you stop it, then it wasn't even about the baby to begin with. It was all about you. Well, in most cases it is. In most cases it is. Because if it was really about your child, you wouldn't even want him around that no good nigga anyway. Seriously, if it's about the baby, then my God. But then you quick to post, oh, I take care of mine as you should. Oh, I handle mine as you should. Ain't nobody had them babies but you. Ain't nobody supposed to take care of Chris Montana but me. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back for that. I don't need nobody to applaud me for that. Like, I don't need that. That's what I was supposed to do. Now, I could have left them and dropped them off somewhere or something, but that's the choice that I didn't make. But I'm supposed to. I do this and do that for my baby as I should. Who else supposed to do it? They mine. So I don't understand. I do understand, but I just want to stay Christ-like on this and not be so in Christina, because God don't be want me to do that. I tell you he don't, and I bless God that he keep me. But I just pray that this video help somebody look at themselves and be real with themselves. If they trying to hold somebody hostage for something that they may have already been themselves, and even if they haven't been, I mean, you it's not your place, man. You can't force nothing to be. You cannot force nothing to be. If it's not meant to be, if it's not in God's will, it's not going to happen. You just pray and ask God to make him a better father, or pray and ask God to do something in your favor and whatever your situation is. But the same way you have wanted people and God to have mercy on your situation when you wasn't right, that's the same stuff you need to give out, and especially if you call yourself a child of God. You walk around and saying because you go to church and you posting stuff, where your heart at? Where your heart at? If he ain't taking care of his baby and she ain't taking care of baby, that's what child support for. That's what child support for. All that wishing ill will and wanting to see somebody hurt, where your heart at? He ain't had that baby by himself, and I'm quite sure he had babies before you met him. And if he didn't, I'm quite sure he showed something in his personality that showed you maybe I shouldn't have no baby by him. But we all move on what make us feel good now, don't we? Now, don't we? And then when it don't turn out the way we wanted to, oh, we want something to go down. We want something to go down. I'm just saying, good people. God bless y'all, man. I'm just saying, I just wanted to make a video about that real quick. And pray that it encourage somebody to stop holding people. You don't have that right. You don't have that right. You do not have that right. Stop holding people. If they not doing something according to the way you doing, ask God, talk to God. It may not be in his will. It may not be in his will. My God, just let it go. God can't be in control of your life if you in control of it. And that's the part of being controlled. And God can't be running the head of your life. He can't be driving. If you want to be in control, all this stuff ties in. If you open your Bible, it's so many revenues, and you like, okay, it all goes together. I see why he said this. I see why. Because it all ties into stuff. How is God the head of your life, and you trying to control your baby daddy situation? You can't make that nigga move. Niggas gonna do what they want. If they want to be there, they will. You ain't got to tell no man to take care of his baby. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. If he not, Lord knows it sucks. It really, really does. But who are you to hold him? Who are you to hold him? It's not your job. I pray that God set somebody free. I pray that God deliver somebody from that spirit that's keeping them bound, because that's not a good thing. It's a part of judging, and it's not a good thing. You don't want to find yourself back in the seat that you already feel like you've been delivered from. That's not of God, man. We cannot hold people like that. We can't, man. We all feel short of something. We all feel short of something. And I just want to encourage y'all good people on Sunday. Really, really do. I pray that this bless somebody. I pray that it bless somebody. Really do. Y'all can message me, tweet me. Y'all know my information for those who already know me. And I pray that this bless y'all. So until the next time, good people, y'all stay blessed. Stop holding people. And if you really, really struggling with this though, you can get on your knees and you can pray and you can talk to God. You can ask God to show you how to not hold people like that, because it's not your job. You know, you can ask God to set you free from that thing and allow you to have compassion for people, even though it's not what you want. You know, I don't want that to be the reason you get caught up. I don't want that to be the thing to stop your blessing, because the enemy will use little stuff. You think, oh, I'm over this hump. It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday fight. I've been free from alcohol for over 5 years. I can't just go around just flaunting in nobody's face. Oh, yeah, I used to drink. Oh, that's beneath me. That's for the peasants and want to crucify people that drink. It's a struggle. All of a sudden, I'll have a desire to want to drink again. And then look at me now. I'm back like I never left, because of me not being humble and me not having compassion for people being where I used to be. You have to humble yourself before the Lord. You cannot sit there and just hold people for that, man. You can't. People be thinking I'm holding them and I'm not. You know, I'll come into a space of people that I used to know and they drink and they be like, oh, nah, gangsta, I know. I'll be like, look, if that's what I pray for you anyway, hands down. Anybody who connected to me, anybody who lay hands on me, anybody who sees me, anybody who knows my name, anybody who knows that Christina, I'm about to say Archie Smalls exists in my prayers. I don't call you by name, but that's how I identify. Anybody who knows that I exist on this earth, anybody who knows me, anybody who laid eyes on me today, anybody who I saw or came in contact with, anybody that I touched, anybody, that's how I pray. So I don't want to hold people, but people be thinking I'm holding them and I'm not. You drink, I know I used to be there. So by seeing that I'm not there anymore, I'm encouraging you that you can come out. So don't ever feel like you're stuck, because I'm living proof that you can come out. You can come out of anything because you're a child of God. Amen to that. But I'm not going to hold y'all. And y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of y'all good day. God bless you all, good people. God bless y'all. Stop holding people if you're holding them. And pray about it. If just talk to God. It may not be in His will. In this season, it may not be the right time for them to be around your babies. So God bless y'all. Until the next time. Peace.